Good afternoon, my dear students. I am Padmini. I welcome you all to this session. Today, we are going to learn an imaginary poem, that is, When I Set Out for Lynonnes, which is written by Thomas Hardy of your English book, Beehive. Okay, so here, Thomas Hardy is a young apprentice architect. Okay, he is a British poet and novelist. Thomas Hardy once visited Paris to supervise the restoration of his church. So on his return from the Paris, people noticed two things about him: a new glow in his eyes and a crumpled piece of paper sticking out of his coat pocket. That paper, it is recorded in one of his biographies, contained the draft of a poem. So we are going to read that poem inspired by a visit to a place which is the poet calls Lynonnes. Okay. So let us know about the poet. So Thomas Hardy was the poet here. So Thomas Hardy was born in England on 2nd June 1840. So when he was 22, Hardy left for London, where he was influenced by the works of Charles Swinburne, Robert Browning, and another person, that is Charles Darwin. So Hardy tried his hard to write all these novels and essays when he was only 17 years old. His first novel manuscript, The Poor Man and the Lady, was rejected by several publishers. A second story, that is Desperate Remedies, was accepted and published. So Hardy wrote short stories, poems and plays for the rest of his life. So he was quite prolific during this period. Right? He has written some 900 poems on a variety of subjects. Okay, we can say he was a great writer. So now discuss the stanzas. Okay, the first stanza. When I set out for Lynonnes, 100 miles away, the rhyme was on the spray and starlight lit my lonesomeness. When I set out for Lynonnes, 100 miles away. So here, the poet set out for an imaginary place, which was 100 miles away. It was cloud, it was frosty, and the starlight, winter light, means the stars are twinkling in the sky. The poet was completely depressed. He was lonely, even had not had a concrete idea about his journey, where he was going. So we can see the Lynonnes is an imaginary place. Okay. So your second stanza. What would be chance at Lynonnes while I should sojourn there? No prophet does declare, nor did the wisest wizard guess. What would be chance at Lynonnes while I should sojourn there? Here the poet was apprehensive about his stay in Lynonnes. He was very worried. He was completely worried about the outcome, as nobody could predict. Means the occurrence or which will going to happen of the stay. Okay. So according to the poet, no prophet can declare this, and even a wizard would not be able to say what would happen at Lynonnes. Means here, not only the common people, but also the wizard, but also the prophet cannot declare or cannot say what could happen or what would happen at Lynonnes. The third stanza. When I returned from Lynonnes with magic in my eyes, all marked with mute surmise, my radiance red and fathomless, when I returned from Lynonnes with magic in my eyes. So in this stanza, in the last stanza or in the third stanza, the poet describes what happened on his return. So on his return from the Paris, people noticed two things about him. First one, a new glow in his eyes and a crumpled piece of paper sticking out of his coat pocket. Okay. Now we will discuss the meaning of some difficult words of this poem. The first one, that is rhyme. What is rime? Rime means frost formed on cold objects by the rapid freezing of water vapor in cloud or fog is known as rime. Second thing, lonesomeness. Lonesomeness means a state for feeling lonely or alone. We can say sojourn. Sojourn means a temporary stay is known as sojourn. Bechance. Bechance means to happen. Bechance means to happen or by chance. Then mute. Mute means everybody you know, that is silent. Then surmise. Surmise means suppose that something is true without having evidence to confirm it, known as surmise. So these are the difficult words we have discussed now. So what is the theme of this poem? So in the poem, the poet Thomas Hardy tries to put us in awesome wonder by writing with ease on a simple theme, a journey to lynonnes, which is a mythical birthplace of Sir Tristram, Tristram in England. It is believed to have been submerged by the sea. In the poem, it is used as an imaginary place. The poet once visited Paris to supervise the restoration of a church. The poem is suggestive of the spiritual benefit of visiting some places. The poet set out for lynonnes, which was situated 100 miles away. The starlight lit his lonesomeness. He had no idea what would happen during his stay at lynonnes. Nevertheless, the poet was sure that when he returned, there was magic in his eyes. He also had the radiance, which is red and fathomless. Some places welcome us with a mute surmise. Visits to such places are really rewarding and illuminating. Okay? So let us discuss the question answers of this poem. Okay? So working with the poem. Question number 1. In the first stanza, find words that show that it was very cold, that it was late evening, that the traveler was alone. So first answer, that it was very cold means the word rime shows that it was very cold. And number 2, that it was late evening. The answer is the word starlight shows that it was late evening. That the traveler was alone means the word lonesomeness shows that the traveler was alone. Okay? Then question number 2. Something happened at lynonnes. It was improbable, impossible, unforeseeable. The answer is unforeseeable. Okay? Pick out the 2 lines from stanza 2 to justify your answer. And the answer is, the relevant lines are, or the answer is, no prophet does declare, nor did the wisest wizard guess what would be chance at lynonnes. Okay? Question number 3. Read the lines stanza 3 that implies the following. Everyone noticed something and they made guesses but did not speak a word. And answer is all marked with mute surmise. Okay? Then number 2. Now read the line that refer to what they noticed. My radiance rare and fathomless. Okay? My dear students, you have understood this poem. So write down all the question answers in your notebook.